How's the pre-season been going for the boys ahead of the 2024 season?
I think we're progressing well. We've had a little bit of movement in players in and out, so that takes a little bit of time when you bring people in to get them settled, which we're still working on. The practice matches we've had so far in the Summer Cup, we're quite happy at this stage where we are.
Walk us through some of the changes that you just mentioned to the squad there. Who are the major ins and outs?
Well, the major outs, I think, is Lockie Semler, who's moved to the Gold Coast for a short while. Jaden Fidra is having a go in Germany. So they're big outs for us, because Jaden was hitting form at the end of the season, coming off quite a serious injury at the start of the year. So we'll miss them. Jackson Dent obviously returned to the Illawarra. So those are three guys that we'll miss. And just last week, Eduardo Castaneda went to Metro Stars in Adelaide. So we'll miss those lads. Ins, Masashi Kukubu from Japan, was with Northern Spirits. He comes in at centre back along with Rafa Reynolds. So two experienced players there who we probably won't see a lot of until start of the season, maybe second game in, third game in. On top of that, we've signed a young lad, Jacob Herbert, who joins us tomorrow. He's ex-Melbourne City, had a year in Serbia playing in the second division. He looks quite tidy. So, you know, on top of that, Adam Gorey comes back, Alec Walter comes back in the side, and Austin Yachts returns to us, and he's looked quite sharp in training. So quite a lot of changes, ins and outs, but familiar faces as well.
What's the main areas of focus been for the side in the pre-season?
To get to know each other, to try and find a rhythm in how we play. Not so much worried on the system, more I think on just how we develop as a team, the player understanding out on the park, which I think is very important, the little partnerships out there. So I think that, you know, a little bit of cohesion out on the playing field, in attack, in defence.
What's the expectations for the side? Are you looking for to be in the title race and catching Devonport, I suppose, has been the challenge for the past couple of years?
Yeah, I think everybody's got that challenge of trying to catch up to Devonport, to match them. I thought last season we went close throughout the year, lost a couple of silly points, silly matches along the way, but then finished off well against them. So we had 2 wins at Devonport, not many teams do that. So yeah, I think win the first game of the season and then go from there, step at a time, don't get ahead of ourselves. And I think more than anything at South Hobart, get some youngsters coming through and try and play football with a good rhythm.
So it's more, I suppose, the silverware would be a result of the process rather than that being the number one aim. Is that fair to say?
No, I think we're always going to try and win things. If we shouldn't be in the league if we're not going to try and win. I think the process is to win the football matches, but to win them playing in the correct manner.
Who are some players from your squad that we should be excited to watch out for this year?
Well, I think Alec Walter comes back at a good time. He's very mature. He's had good playing seasons away, and I would like to think perhaps Nick and him could forge a partnership up there. I've been excited with Yosti in the early part of the season. He's starting to look tidy again as well. Harry Oates has been forging a path on the right wing, so let's look out for him. And I think over the top of that, 1 or 2 youngsters that might get the chances, like Ollie White looks a prospect, John T. Lomax looks good, Lincoln Lomax, he looks like a prospect as well. So let's see if these boys can make the way through.
What's the number one thing you think your side has to do this year if they're going to overthrow Devonport, having been, as you mentioned, able to beat them a couple of times in head-to-heads? Is it a matter of just finding more consistency throughout the year?
More consistency throughout the year. You've got to play the same football whoever you're playing against, and winning football, play with the right mentality. I think also from our point of view, less mistakes. I think the majority of the games last year we lost were on the back of mistakes, so let's see if we can nullify that. And I thought we were quite good in attack. I mean, we scored a few goals, so I think with Alex, with Nick, with Yosti, we have a few players now who can chime in with a few goals.
No worries. Thanks for your time, Ken, and good luck for the season ahead.
Thank you very much.